on the last video.
Really, why'd you quit?
Yeah. You get into a heated debate with a girl and she doesn't agree with you, and you stab her in the eye with a pencil, and that's just considered assault, and you need to leave the club.
The adventure continues.
Doki Doki. I'm keeping that.
I know.
We have a pop filter now, guys, so hopefully this sounds pretty fucking neat.
Yee.
So we're gonna continue right from here. I'm not even clicked into the window. I probably should.
Oh, weird.
Fix
The
that.
new game thing isn't fucked up now.
Oh yeah, this is our first thing.
Oh, sorry, I stepped on your foot.
No, it's okay.
Oh, right, because we already started the thing. So who we gonna?
I do love Yuri still, and we've seen like Natsuki shit. I think we should just go full Yuri anyway.
Cool. All right.
Because I mean, we know Natsuki's getting killed next
Infallible
anyway. So.
or depression? How are you feeling?
I know Infallible is the one.
Okay.
I know Infallible.
Whisper.
I know.
Whisper.
Oh.
See, I told you. Unrestrained.
I think you're right on that one. I know that
Disoriented.
Philosophy is one. I know
Lust.
Infinite is
Oh.
one. I know
Electricity. No, that's probably a Natsuki thing. Graveyard.
No. Which is weird. These are words for fucking Sayori that are still in here. So what happens if you pick a Sayori word?
I think they have different degrees of who likes it.
Anime. Yep.
That's Yuri in a nutshell. Damn it. Judgment.
Probably. Floofy.
Uh,
Vivacious. Extraordinary. Oh, okay. I guess not. Well.
Oh, extraordinary.
Vertigo is probably
extraordinary was a Sayori word.
Oh, was it? Well.
Or we shouldn't say her name. So
Pretty much.
Because how
It was.
else-
I'm just gonna. Whenever we reference somebody who's dead now, I'm just gonna be like, what? Who? I'm just gonna completely pretend that I forgot about them.
Or you just censor it with a bunch of garbled noise.
How did fantasy not become her word? Did they really change up the words?
Again, I think it there are different scores, and somebody has a score 1 to 3 because you can only do the first 3 characters.
True. That might be a possibility.
I also kind of opened some of the files, and those are the ones I could look at. It was a
Shame on you.
Yee. Misery.
Peace.
Oh, fuck. Happy thoughts.
I pooped a little. I need my coffee now.
Alright, let's just...
I forgot the game we were playing for a minute. Okay, PTSD just kicked in right there.
Cool, alright, Monica time. Hi again, butt stuff. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. Fucking don't know why I remember this place, but I do.
Look, this is second day. All the music's fucking up.
It is, yeah. Is there anything with posters in the classroom right now? Because I don't see anything. No.
Nah.
Okay. Anyway, I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yuri, honey, what's going on with your face?
You seem to have a couple fucking blackheads over there. I mean, I have some Proactive in the back.
Blackheads, it's her whole fucking face.
Black face, then. There we go. Now we made it racist. Let's continue.
Yuri, no. Thanks for keeping your promise about stuff. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh!
Okay.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
This is all the same shit. And
Monica,
she's in the way.
Monica, scoot the fuck over.
Yeah, big mouth for somebody who keeps their manga collection in the clubroom line.
Monica, fuck off.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, butt stuff. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? What does that mean?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointing glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read?
I'm also going to grab this picture for later, too. So, hang on 1 minute, folks. Because I realized the classroom is zoomed in and slightly tilted versus before.
Oh, yeah. I thought something looked kind of funky.
Mm-hmm.
Tilted Yuri.
So we're going to name this one Yuri 5.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Yuri
No,
fucked.
I have Yuri fucked. You're fucked.
Please stop changing the notes. It's freaking my ear out.
There we go. Changing the notes. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Books.
I think you already read that.
Yeah, I did.
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like I said, or like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Wait, vice president?
Well, the other vice president
died.
Ceases to exist. No, she just straight up don't exist. You know, oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be pissy if Yuri is next.
Only time will tell. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so damn cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Whoop.
Now that everyone is settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Not like there's any repressed memories of this in any shape or form.
Nope.
But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Where's Monica?
Where's Sayori?
She dead.
Hanging around, I guess. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Not only that, but that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Gomen aside, I was just spacing out. I'm also a massive weeb and randomly talk in Japanese.
Are you feeling a daijobu?
Sumimasen for having a good time. Anyway, I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Well, your eyes just fucked up for a second.
I didn't even notice. I'm looking at the text.
Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same damn book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see. You have a cloning machine at home. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? Relatable in what way, I wonder? What's the story about, anyway?
Well...
I wonder if the story is different. I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. No, it is not. An ominous-looking eye... Yeah.
Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turned them into killing machines that lust for blood. What the fuck?
Say it with a big smile on your face.
But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler.
She didn't say that before.
No, she did not. But anyway, I'm really into it.
She's totally into, like, fucking desecration of human bodies and people being affixed to walls and
The
shit.
book, I mean.
Yeah.
Not the thing about the limbs.
It's kind of dark, isn't it? I made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, but that dark turn came from out of nowhere.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, butt stuff?
Oh, I'm a fan of butt stuff, actually. But I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. Like butt stuff. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
Look at that face.
Like, you just zoom into her head right there and then just have, like, a picture of somebody screaming at her. Just, ah! I would yell if I could. That'd be an amazing edit
Allow me
right
to
there.
release all the thoughts in my head. Just screaming. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective or some shit. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway, then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? What?
I almost spit my coffee out on the keyboard, by the way, earlier, but, hold on, let me try to wrap this around as well to get it a little better with the rotation. You're gonna be hearing some weird fucking noises. There we go.
Good.
Ah! That was my earbud.
Good job,
Well,
buddy.
fuck me.
Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem where I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. My whole body gets, oh, what? And I can't...
What does that show up?
Oh, it doesn't show up.
Oh, that's,
Okay!
that's disconcerting.
Okay, woman! I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I don't really think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. It's the least I can do. Is listen. It's literature. Blah.
That's true.
In fact, we might as well get started reading it, shall we?
Oh my.
You
Yes.
just turned into, like, fucking Sachiko for a minute there.
Bruh, don't do that. I mean, you don't have to, but...
Haha, what are you saying?
Mm,
Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. I don't know why, but I just thought of that line from fucking, what's it called? Princess Mononoke for some reason. Fucking Billy Bob Thornton, that guy that he plays. I forget what his name is, though. Jiro or whatever his name was, though. Jigo. That one line, silly woman! Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
Like you have something up your butt.
Yep.
That's...
I mean, my name is Butt Stuff.
Well, you're not there yet. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to.
Yeah, you can't skip to home base without hitting everything else, man. Come on.
That is, reading in company with someone. You're in a literature club.
Right? Well, I mean, you remember the thing with the fucking, like, she's just literally solitary, so...
Right,
it's
but she's
understandable,
still reading around people.
True. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is pretty comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry.
You will beg for death.
Feeling of something that probably you shouldn't have been saying. Was that in the
She was
history?
just bathing in the blood of the virgins.
Is that what it said?
I don't know.
Oh, no, okay. Nothing.
I'm gonna need to, like, slow these down later on. Like, I think I'm just gonna, like, pause these, zoom them in, and voice it over. Just, I will eat your soul. Just fucking...
Dude, yes.
Anyway, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Ah, haha. There. Here, not there. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own coffee. Coffee. Yeah, I was drinking coffee at the time, so my brain was like, fuck you. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
So we're about to get told how to fucking flip pages again, by the way. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her
Sexy.
side. But in holding it like this, right? It's like fucking... It's like... This was sex appeal once upon a time. You know, before porn.
Oh, look, that slut's showing her wrists.
Fuck yeah. It's Amish sexy. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Eh?
To turn the page.
Oh, sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. No indecent thoughts or anything. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
You can.
There's no keeping up with the Yuri babe.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right?
No, I'm a dumbass.
I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer.
Well, it's gonna.
It's probably the least I can do,
Good.
since you've been so patient with me.
I love that little grin, that smile right there, and I'm also gonna steal this picture.
Don't you already have that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Fuck me, sideways. Here we go. One second, almost done here. I'm thinking about, like, possible thumbnails in the future, really, so...
Gotcha.
And I might just use a whole thumbnail for the next part for this, since it doesn't matter.
That dude's got a whole thumb right there.
Right? Shit.
Like, his thumb's actually really big.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Kind of freaking me out.
I didn't notice that that was in the picture, because it was over the fucking
He's got, like,
thing,
a crab
so-
claw for a hand. I mean,
You're
I
a
know
crab claw.
Thank you.
Crab people, crab people. Anyway,
Yuri seems like she like crab people.
she likes crab people. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me. Blah, 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 you know, intimate exchanges and shit like that with the pages. It's just so fucking erotic. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
I feel a guilty conscience. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Oh. Never mind.
That's a thing. Alright, I'm not gonna actually take that picture yet.
We didn't even get that far yet. So, I don't know why that came into my head.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it.
Because you're fucking guilty, girl.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yuri's got some secrets.
She's got a dick.
Oh.
That would ruin the moment right there. They've just taken a lot of screenshots as we continue on with this. Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Huh?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself.
It's reading.
Right? Shit. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was all that about?
Butt stuff? Did something happen just now?
Nah, Yuri's just being a crazy bitch and stuff, you know.
It's all
the
good.
usual. I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything.
Sorry, I can't say I do.
What do you know?
He's an anime protagonist. He knows nothing.
Exactly.
He knows nothing of the world. Are you worried about her?
Fuck no.
Oh god.
Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing at all. Not at all. Nothing.
Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
If you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Yeah? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her, because fuck Yuri. Is that okay?
Sure thing. Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and slip it back into my bag. Like a well-lubed dildo.
Well, let's talk to Natsuki, because I don't want to talk to Monica.
I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So it's not cute enough for your tastes, basically.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles and bullshit.
Yeah, same one.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What?
The tone made me giggle afterwards. I should have said it with more of a lisp. I like it.
Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves?
Yeah,
Question mark?
teenagers are assholes.
And to be angsty and shit? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard.
Like a brick to the face.
Like in this poem. You know, the brick at the end.
Like, she just literally just throws it at him.
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice things about the simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling, like in the last line.
So you did.
You don't have to explain your process, I really don't care.
Right? I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Nope. I decided to humor her with that last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if she's feeling proud, I won't take that away from her.
I mean, the protagonist probably is an 18-year-old.
The protagonist.
So. Hi, butt stuff. Having a good time so far?
Yup.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening.
This is gonna be the running joke now.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I will keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up because I'm an anime protagonist.
She seems like a freak.
Right? She does.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
Sure, you freak.
Don't worry about stuff. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
I suppose that is true.
Great job, butt stuff.
Sounds like
I
she's
was
talking
going,
to a child.
ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Giggity. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way I can really give them a sucker punch in the gonads.
That's not very fair.
Nope. It's called a sucker punch for a reason.
Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
Nope.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality.
And her neck.
I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though, because I want them dead. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her.
This is new dialogue.
But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. Is she a puppy?
Right?
I don't think she's used to being indulged like that.
She's an abused kitten.
She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. In the bathroom.
The door opens. She's been crying this whole entire time.
Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Nope.
Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. All right. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now.
Yup.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Not particularly.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Oh, different.
So this one does seem a little different.
But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sounds of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. I'm using the scroll bar, come on. So where the fuck was I? Oh, okay. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
Oh. Has the same title, though.
It does.
So, what'd you think?
Pretty fucking creepy. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm not very good about feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany.
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Oh, okay. You're too good to come on strongly?
Right?
Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Or until 3 of those friends are dead.
Yeah, closer.
You know?
Closer, to the ground. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink.
And then you won't have a poem, you'll just have an ink spot.
That's poetry, right?
Right?
So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Alright, and we're going to cut off right here, I think, because that's a good cutoff point. So I went a little bit longer than expected for this one, but I don't really give a shit. Probably going to be cutting stuff out from the recording anyway, I think. So,
True.
yep. So take it easy, everybody, and we will see you in the next one.
See you later.